Let us take a journey with Ecobank through the micro and small-scale business landscape in Ghana.
My name is Clement Ifa, and I'm the CEO of Clamonic Company Limited.
I'm Maud Butchie. My business brand is Dan Maud Limited. I'm a Nestle distributor.
We started this business in 2009, and it was in a small container which we normally take 100 bars, 50 bars from people, and we will sell it. So gradually we became a distributor for GASM. We're doing a lot of building materials attached to that, like iron rods, paint, and other things. So that is how we started before we became Clamonic Company Limited.
The business was very small when I started. Even the shop wasn't like that. The shop was small. I was working in some small shop at Okanshi. I've been in business for 30 years, but I've been in Ecobank for about 22 years. When they came to Tudu, I was with another bank, but when they came to Tudu, my shop was nearer than the other bank that I was with. So one Oredu came to see me, talked to me, and I felt that their products was much better than the bank I was in. So I decided to go with them. And when I went with them, their staff are good. They gave me good advice, and they were really helpful.
Okay, as you know, as a businessman, you meet a lot of bankers. People will come, it's their office and other things. So gradually, we were doing some selection. We saw that Ecobank was on top of all the bankers that we are dealing with. So we intend to channel all our funds or maybe our transactions to Ecobank.
According to a recent World Bank report, 90% of businesses registered in Ghana belong to the SME segment. The same report also hints that 70% of GDP in the country is contributed by the SMEs. It goes further to assert that 85% of employment in the manufacturing sector is provided by SMEs. Clearly, with these statistics, nobody can underestimate the importance of SME to the country. And what is important to the country and important to the players in the SME sector clearly is of importance to Ecobank. We at Ecobank have a long-standing commitment to SME development.
Ecobank has been actively supporting SMEs for 2 decades. Over the years, most of these SMEs have stayed and grown together with us.
As part of our vision to be the bank of choice, particularly for micro, small and medium enterprises, we in Ecobank, throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and until now, when there are difficult economic situations, we have focused on supporting our micro, small and medium enterprises to do business more easily. Some of the things we have done throughout this period within Ecobank have been to carry out loan restructurings where necessary, to waive or discount charges for some of our clients, all in a bid to support our MSMEs even better in various sectors of the economy, from agriculture, education, renewable energy, services. We aim to support MSMEs to develop their businesses, and this is something that we are committed to in Ecobank for the long haul.
At times, people will think that as a businessman, what you need is money from the bank to push your business up. But basically, we've learned that it's not about money, although it's also involved, but the relationship between you and the bank, that matters most, because we don't usually go to the bank. It's easy for us to have a transaction with them by means of calling them, and at times they even come to us, which some of the banks were not even doing. So I think we saw that the relationship between Ecobank and Clamonic, it was a good partnership. So that's why we saw that Ecobank, they understand our language.
Yes, so with over 2.5 decades of support to SMEs, as Ecobank, we are very particular on the needs of these businesses, and we've grown to understand what they do and what their pain points are. And in that regard, we've collaborated with a lot of partners within the financial services sector, within the public sector. Here we are talking about government, and also multinationals, to provide solutions that addresses the needs of these SMEs. So today, if you're an SME with a need for short-term working capital support to vary or augment your shortfalls or your needs in working capital, or today, if you are an SME that you need to expand your business, acquire new assets, improve the fleets that you manage, or even expand your agribusiness by way of bringing in more tools and solutions to ensure you achieve optimal mechanization, we'd say Ecobank is positioned to support you.
We in Ecobank have a special emphasis on women through our Elevate by Ecobank initiative. Elevate by Ecobank enables us to focus on women-led and women-owned businesses and support them with preferential rates, better access to credit, non-financial or advisory services, training and capacity building. So our women-led businesses have benefited, for example, from training on managing their books, leading their teams, appreciating regulation, and all the way to providing better access online for their businesses, that digital presence, which is very relevant for the times in which we are today.
Because of them, I moved. They gave me enough money to rent another big shop at Okanshi. They've been helping me since the time I went there, and since the time I went there, my turnover has increased. When I started, I think number 20th or something at Nestle. Then I moved to 14, then to 6. Then for the last 7 years, because of the assistant, I've been first in turnover, the highest turnover, the whole country. I'm still with Ecobank because I don't need to ask for money or something before they give me. When they came and I was struggling to build this warehouse, they just told me to look for a quantity surveyor to give them the quantities. And when they did, they gave me a loan to finish this whole building. And because of that, I've built this big warehouse, and I've even looked for another bigger plot to build another warehouse. So I don't need to go to another bank.
As a bank, we also recognize that today, trade barriers are collapsing. Today, borders are getting thinner and thinner, and technology is at the forefront. And what is happening is that our businesses are becoming the more digital. And we see it as our responsibility to ensure we help our SMEs overcome and be ahead of this curve. And in that regard, we've been developing solutions to support their business to ensure they thrive within the digital economy. So we have deployed the Ecobank Omni Plus, the Omni Lite, the Ecobank Pay, the point of sale terminals, which we refer to as the POS, the Ecobank e-commerce solutions, and these in tandem with Google My Business and other platforms are so to provide access to banking services irrespective of time, irrespective of locations. In the nutshell, provide convenience to our SMEs.
You can see that it's helping us a lot because it's easy for us to do reconciliations with our clients, and also check and balances. Also, it becomes very easy for us because at times you have to maybe throw a request, maybe I want a statement to do some reconciliation. It's not like that anymore.
So these solutions and initiatives that we've deployed are set to position our SMEs as the African giants. And we do that to ensure that they not only grow their businesses within the economies that they operate in, but again to grow resilient and sustainable enterprises to help them go further and to grow faster.
At Ecobank, we believe that the future growth of the economy will be sustained through the development of SMEs. Most of the businesses we supported have been loyal to the bank over the years, building strong relationships and growing together with us.
We at Ecobank are interested in your development as an SME. We believe that we should be your natural partner if you are looking for support for your SME. The depth of our understanding of the sector with over 25 years commitment to SME development, we have a credible track record. We have developed and worked with SME players who today, from their small, humble beginnings, have become major players in the industry. Our ability to customize solutions for each SME is what sets us apart from other players in the sector. Come to Ecobank, engage with us. We are in for the long haul, and you will find that we are the natural partner for your business.